Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're gonna make an audio effects track inspired by the track from Anyma and Avantgarde called Eternity. And today we're gonna get inspired by the same sound of this track. So we're gonna use Ableton stock plugin and we're gonna create a rack from scratch. Let's get into it. Let's have a listen how it sounds. So without the sound sound like this, and with the rack. And you have some extreme settings as well. Alright, so to make that from scratch, you can hear in the original sound this kind of flangery, kind of comb filter type of effect. So you can use delay, comb filter, flanger, whatever. We're gonna use Ableton phase flanger for that. And obviously we're gonna put it in flanger mode. Make sure the dry rate is at 100%. We're gonna get rid of the LFO. And then it's all about playing with the feedback and the time to get this weird sound. So if I crank up the feedback and now I move the time. Alright, so you can do this manually or you can use the LFO. So Flanger has LFO by default in Ableton, but I'm gonna use external LFO because it just works better. And you're gonna map the time because that's what you wanna modulate. And then we're gonna go in sync mode and the rate around 1 or 2 depending on how fast you want. So now we are at the point where we want a bit more control. So I'm just gonna select both effect and do Ctrl G to group them, and we're gonna start to assign the macro. We want to have control over the feedback and the dry wet, so we're gonna map feedback to macro 2 and the dry wet amount to macro 3. So I would like as well to control the time, but you can see it's in gray because it's controlled by the LFO. Actually use the offset and you can see the offset is actually controlling the time. So I'm gonna map this to macro 1, and this is great because sometimes you don't want to use the LFO, you want to do the modulation manually. Is nice as well. You get more control over your modulation. So just let me quickly rename one thing as well. I found that the offset, when you go under 20%, it doesn't really sound that great. So I'm gonna go to map and put the minimum offset at 20%. So this way it sounds a bit better. Now we want as well to have control on the LFO. So on the LFO amount on macro 5 and on the LFO rate on macro 6. Okay, now you can start to mess around and play with feedback. Obviously, the more you put the feedback, the more you get this flanger effect. You can obviously automate a little bit with the LFO. One thing I forgot to do is to select the triangle waveform. Now it's great, but I found that if you want to accentuate even more the effect, you can just like duplicate your phase flanger. So this you can do 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It doesn't really matter. You see it kept the mapping except for the time. So I'm just gonna make sure here I map as well the time. All right. Alright, so now we can add some more modulation and movement with a filter. For example, a low pass filter is going to be great. When you filter it, it's going to be less high frequency, so it's kind of putting a little bit in the back, and when you open the filter, it's passing the high frequency, so it's more in the front. So here I use 2 low pass filter, and I'm just going to go to take the auto filter. There is one I map with the LFO. That because I found that the flanger effect sometimes creates some very high, not really nice frequency, and it helped to tame this a little bit, and it adds automatically a bit of movement. You don't want to go probably like as much. I would say 50% is just to add a little bit of movement. I would choose the Moog ladder filter style. You can experiment with the resonance, it doesn't really change much. Same, I will left in 24 dB to really like low pass the sound. And then we're gonna add another filter that you're gonna put before. This you can automate and play with. It's really nice. We're gonna map to macro 7. So the reason why I put a low pass filter before is because, for example, if you wanna work with audio loops, it's great to have this pre-low pass filter to kind of get this effect. Obviously, if you work with another VST like Wavetable Serum, you can use their own cut-off low pass filter to do that. And we're gonna call it pre-low pass filter. And again, we're gonna put the Moog Prodigy. Okay, so this is gonna have movement. Some manual movement. So you see this rack can be automated, but it can be manual as well. It's really up to you how you wanna do. Now the final way to add some movement is to add this kind of staccato effect, kind of a fast gated effect. So the best way to do that is to use autopan. And so if I bring the amount, you can see it's a stereo effect. You don't want that, so you want the phase at 0. So like this is just a kind of a mono effect. And here again, you can experiment. I would recommend to do the ramp down. And you put in a rate in the 16 because you get this very fast. and we're gonna map the amount on macro 4 and the rate on macro 8. One thing though, if you want, you can switch to hertz rate, and then you can create this kind of very SFX things that you cannot really do when it's in sync, but it's just a quick tips. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So obviously you can experiment with. I will try to make a Ableton Live 10 version. As usual, the rack is available for free, the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe before to grab the rack. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon, guys. Bye bye.